Hey guys, what's good? I'm really excited to bring you a new video today of a watch that I have wanted for a while. This is the, not quite brand new, but the current version of the Cartier Santos. They redid the Santos after a couple of years of absence from the lineup in 2018. And this is the stainless steel version on a bracelet. It is just a beautiful watch. And it's one that I've wanted ever since it came out. You know, the opportunity came to trade for this watch and I really had to take advantage of it. I gave up my Hublot Big Bang. I really like that watch. I think it's really good. I think it's really underrated, but I enjoyed it. I'd never even had the chance to make a video about that watch, but this was kind of like one of those time sensitive trades. The person I traded with was going out of the country and I had to get the watch to him in a real hurry. And so that's why I never ended up making a video of the Hublot Big Bang. It's a great watch, but the opportunity to own this watch, I just couldn't pass that up. It's an iconic watch. It's a watch I can keep for the next 10 years and it'll still be in style. You can see the really beautiful, simple dial. This is the simplest version of the watch. So this is the opaline silver dial. It looks silver, it looks white. It's the large version, but it's really not that large. It's about 39 millimeters, side to side. And it does wear larger than 39. It wears more like a 42 really because it's a square case. But, I really like it. I'm very, very, very happy I got the large and I didn't settle for the medium size. You can see that it has a small date at 6 o'clock. I really prefer my watches to have a date. I certainly understand the feelings that others have regarding how a date complication sometimes can alter the symmetry of a watch. But, I actually wear my watches, I use them, and so having a date in my line of work is important. Look at the tiny little, let's see if this will focus, right here on the 7, the V of the 7, you can see it has a Cartier secret signature. Got these beautiful old school blued steel Cartier hands. You can kind of see the bluing there. Just a very pretty watch, a very legible watch. You can see it has a polished steel bezel, then it's brushed on the side of the case. Look how nice and thin that is, just a beautifully thin watch. The bracelet, you've seen a lot of reviews of this watch already, I'm sure, and so you know about the quick switch system and the easy link, how you can just pop these links out. But let's get this thing on wrist so you can kind of see what it really looks like, and so you can make maybe an educated decision about which model to buy. I know a lot of videos are out there about this watch regarding whether to buy the medium or the large version. Here's how it looks like on my 6 1/4, 16 centimeter wrist. So you can kind of see it's certainly a full-sized watch. It's very legible though, and that matters for me. As I get older, I really appreciate some legibility. Let me show it to you in a couple of different views so you can get a better feel for it. One second. It fits really well. It's really well proportioned. It's very comfortable to wear. The lugs really hug your wrist. They're turned downward. So ergonomically, I think it's a big improvement from the Santos 100 or the Santos Galby models. I think that's a big improvement. I really like the double push trigger deployant. Very easy to size. This bracelet is very secure. It feels so good. It was so interesting to get this bracelet sized, to size it myself, and it was so easy. There was no profanity required. It was just a pleasure to do, and Cartier, Richemont, these brands really do a great job of making the bracelet easy to size. And I think that's going to be a trend in watches. Having watches that are easy to size, I think is going to be important for a lot of companies, because the reality is more and more watches are going to be bought online. I don't mean secondhand, I mean online. So you go to Cartier's website, you go to Panerai's website or whatever, and you'll just buy the watch sight unseen. and it'll come to you, and it's really nice to be able to, you know, change out that Panerai strap or size your Cartier bracelet without having to go to an authorized dealer, because that may not be realistic for a lot of people. It's just not. I mean, not a lot of people live next to a authorized Cartier dealer maybe. Looking on my wrist, I really prefer, and I really would recommend the large size for most people. I couldn't imagine wearing the medium size as a, you know, as anything more than just like a dress watch. Look, it's not a women's watch. It's like a mid-size watch. That's why they call it medium. But this watch is kind of like, it kind of feels like a 42, even a 41 millimeter watch on my wrist. It's very light. I mean, it's very thin. And so it's just properly proportioned. The small one, you know, the dial is going to be smaller. And you know, listen, if you're into that, if you like that smaller size, you know, I think it's fine. But even for a woman, I think the large one is the way to go. Of course, you know, your mileage may vary. I mean, maybe it's not your style. Maybe you want something a little more discreet, a little bit more vintage looking. You know, I totally get that. But I mean, just having this on my wrist, it's so easy to wear. And you know, I say this in a lot of my videos. If this fits me on my 6 1/4 inch wrist, and I can feel good about wearing it, and it feels right, and you know, I get tons of compliments on it. You know, it's hard to imagine somebody, you know, certainly a man with a wrist smaller than mine that couldn't pull this off. You know, for women, you know, a lot of women are wearing larger watches, and watches are really unisex. So I applaud Cartier for not calling it a men's and a women's. You know, I mean, if a woman wants to wear a big watch, or conversely, a man wants to wear a small watch, I think that's totally fine. You know, it's all about personal style. But for me, I think a big advantage of large watches is legibility. You know, the large watch means large dial, and that really helps me see the time at a glance, which is important for what I do. Anyway, look, I'm rambling, but I really think this watch is a lot of bang for the buck. I think the retail price is a little north of $7,000, maybe like a little under $7,500. That's a lot of money. I mean, you know, in the world of watches, you know, you can get a lot of different things at $7,500. But I'm not sure if you can get anything this good at retail price for that much money. You know, you ain't getting a Rolex for $7,500, not one worth owning. I mean, maybe like a 36 millimeter Oyster Perpetual or something like that, which is a fine watch, but you know, it lacks, you know, it lacks the gravitas of a Cartier. You're certainly not, you know, you can get some Omegas, you know, you can probably get a Speedmaster for that price, but the timeless design of this watch, the class, it's hard to argue that there's a lot better watches at $7,500. It's 100 meters water resistant. So this watch is just as water resistant as your Rolex GMT, as your Rolex Daytona, same water resistance. You can see it's got the blue crown. It's got a cabochon there. And it's not a screw-in crown though, it's just a pull-push crown, but they still have 100 meters water resistant. The bracelet is really well done. And the nice thing is at retail, you also get a strap. Straps aren't that expensive. I know it's a proprietary strap system to change it out, but the straps are like 250 bucks or maybe 350 bucks. Believe me, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but I pay that price for like a rubber Panerai strap, which is nothing special, you know, from Richemont. So the price on the straps are very reasonable. This is a winner. You look at any review on the internet, the watch is a smash hit. It's just really well done, and it's just a lot of watch for the money. And it's a Cartier. It's a watch that is stylish, well made, has history, has value, has meaning, and something that is always going to be in style. You know, it was in style 100 years ago, and it'll be in style 10, 20, 30 years from now. Anyway, look, sorry for this long and kind of like long-winded review of a, you know, of a watch that I've wanted for a while. I just got it in. I was just super excited to get this. I wanted to make a little bit of a different video about the Cartier Santos because there's so many really, really good videos about it. I kind of wanted to show it on my wrist. I wanted to show it on the wrist of somebody that maybe doesn't have a big wrist, because I think a lot of people are wondering and they're interested about this watch. Should I get the medium? Should I get the large? I would say large. I would say large is the way to go. But, you know, listen, you got to try them on yourself. You got to decide if it's the right watch for you. I think it would make a great, great, great gift for somebody that you loved. I think it's a great watch to celebrate a milestone. A Cartier is timeless. It's something that matters now. It mattered then, and it'll matter in the future. All right, sorry, rambling, random, you know, review of a watch that is just so good. I hope it comes across how much I like the watch, and it's definitely a keeper. You know, it comes with an 8-year warranty, which is crazy. It comes with an extra strap, and, you know, Cartier's service is second to none, and so I really look forward to owning this watch for a long time. Anyway, sorry for the long-winded comments. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. I hope you guys are staying warm and safe. God bless, and I'll come back at y'all real quick with another video, promise. Take care, bye.